Good morning, students. Today we will start with chapter 7, that is coordinate geometry. First formula is in chapter number 7 is your distance formula. Okay, now what is a distance formula? If you are given 2 points A and B. See, now your chapter name is coordinate geometry. So you will deal with graphs and coordinates over here. Okay, so whatever the points you will have that points in the form of coordinates. So here we are having first point, that is A. A is your x1 y1 suppose, and B is your suppose x2 y2. So the distance formula will be AB is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This will be your distance formula. Okay, if you want to find the distance between A and B, you will use this formula. Now next is, if you are having this type of graph, and if you are having your point at origin, that is 0, 0, and another point, that is P somewhere here, that is x, y, because we are not knowing the coordinates of P, so I am writing x, y. Now see, if you want to find the distance between OP, which formula you will use? You will use the same formula, that is OP is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now this x2 is your this point, and x1 is this point, y2 is this point, and y1 is this point. You have to bring write down minus sign in between and just square that. Okay, so x2 minus x1, that is second coordinate of x minus first coordinate of x the whole square, plus second coordinate of y minus first coordinate of y the whole square. Or if your point is at origin, if the point is at origin, so you can use this formula also, that is OP is equals to under root of x square plus y square, because this x1 and y1 will be 0, 0 over here, so no need to write that. Directly you can use OP is equals to under root of x square plus y square. Now starting with exercise 7.1. 7.1 is based on distance formula. So exercise 7.1, see, question number 1 and question number 2 are really simple, so I am giving you in homework that you can do it. I am doing question number 1 in that sub question 3, that is A point is a comma b and B point is minus a comma minus b. Okay, now take this first point as x1 comma y1 and second point as x2 comma y2. So your distance formula will be AB is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is your formula, and you are provided with the points. x2 is minus a minus x1, so x1 is again a the whole square, so put a bracket and make a square, then plus y2 is your minus b, minus sign because it is there in our formula, and b, this is y1, so this is b the whole square. Okay, now minus a will be minus 2a, so under root of minus 2a square plus minus b will be minus 2b, so minus 2b square, this will be 4a square plus 4b square. So this 4 and 4 will be common, this way you will have common 4 into a square plus b square. Okay, now this 4 is a perfect square, so take it out, it will be 2 under root of a square plus b square. This is your final answer for question number 3, that is your distance. Now see question number 2, find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. You have to find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. See, these are your 2 points, and you have to find the distance between this. So we will use distance formula, that is OP is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now see, what are your x1? This is your x1, this is your y1, and this is your x2, this is your y2. So substitute the values over here, that is under root of 36 minus 0 the whole square plus 15 minus 0 the whole square. This will give you 36 square plus 15 square. It is 1296 plus 225, that is under root of 1529, that is 39. Or else you can use the other method, that is with the other formula. If your point it is origin, see, I had written over here, if the point is at origin, so you can use OP is equals to under root of x square plus y square. So directly using this formula, OP is equals to under root of x square plus y square. This is 36 square plus 15 square. Again you will have this 1296 plus 225, 1529, and 1529 is a perfect square of 39, so you will have 39 units as your answer for question number 2. Now next question, question number 3. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, -3 and -2, -11 are collinear or not. See, what do you mean by collinear? If the points lies on the same line, that is, suppose you are having your line A, B, and suppose you are having somewhere here point C. Okay, so if this points lies on the same line, suppose A, B and C are lying on the same line, then these points are collinear, otherwise they are not. So I am taking B over here and C over here. Okay, see now, first of all find out the distance between, you are provided with 3 points, that is A, B and C. Your A is 1, 5, B is 2, 3 and C is -2, -11. So the point A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2 and C is x3, y3. Okay, or you can say this is your, when we will solve I will tell you. See now, AB is under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So this will be, see, you are having the values 2 minus 1 the whole square plus, this is plus, and y2 is 3, 3 minus 5 the whole square. This will give you 2 minus 1 will be 1, so 1 square will be 1, and 3 minus 5 it is 2, so 2 square will be 4. So under root of 5 is your answer for AB. Now go for BC. For B point, you will have 2, 3 as x1, y1, and for C point, you will have -2, -11 as your x2, y2. Now, if you want to find the distance between them, so directly the same formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is -2 the whole square. See here it is -2 and minus is there in formula, and this is just 2. So -2 the whole square plus y2 is -11 and y1 is 3. So -11 minus 3 the whole square. When you will solve, we will get answer 212. Okay, this is 212 for BC. Now for AC, you will have again 2 points, that is A point will be your x1, y1 and C point will be your x2, y2. Now apply the formula. AC is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This will give you, put on the values and find the answer. Now since here when you are doing the addition, AB plus BC is not equals to AC, so your points are not collinear. You will not have collinear points over here. Now question number 4, check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4, 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle or not. So first of all make a triangle ABC and write down the vertices, that is 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2. Now you have to check that this is an isosceles triangle or not. Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. So find out any two sides, that is AB, BC and AC. Any two sides of this triangle, if they are coming equal, then it is your isosceles triangle, and if it is not, then it is a normal triangle. Now see, AB is under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So find out first for AB, then go for BC and then for AC. Okay, so first A point will be 5 minus 2 and B point will be 6, 4. So this is your x1, y1 and B point will be your x2, y2. Substitute it in the formula, you will get root 37 units as your answer. Then again same way for BC. When you are doing it for BC, your point B will be 6, 4 and C will be 7 minus 2. So this will be your x1, y1 and this will be your x2, y2. Okay, so now BC is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. Again with the same formula, substitute the formula and find out the answer. Now then go for AC. AC will be again same. A point will be 5 minus 2 and C point will be 7 minus 2. So this will be your x1, y1, this will be your x2, y2. Okay, substitute in the formula, you will find out AC. Now see, AB and BC are coming equal. So write it down. Here AB is equals to BC, which is root 37 units. Therefore triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Given condition is satisfied. Now question number 5th. In a classroom, 4 students. See, question number 5th will go like this. See, question number 5th. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated on a point A, B, C and D as shown in figure 7.8. This 7.8 is your reference figure for this sum. Now Champa and Chameli walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagree. Okay, what is happening here? Champa and Chameli walk into the class. They are observing the class for a minute, and they think that Champa thinks that A, B, C, D is a square. The students A, B, C and D are sitting in a position in which square is forming. So Chameli disagrees. Chameli doesn't think that this is a square. So what they are saying that find this is a square or not. By using which formula? Distance formula. We have to find Champa is correct or Chameli is correct. Now from this given graph, we have to first find out the coordinates. So find out the coordinates for A first. On x-axis we are having 3 and on y-axis we are having 4. So coordinates of A will be 3, 4. Then for B, on x-axis we are having 6. On y-axis we are having 7. So coordinates of B will be 6, 7. Then on C, on x-axis we are having 9. On y-axis we are having 4. Then your coordinates will be 9, 4. Then on D, we are having on x-axis we are having 6 and on y-axis we are having 1. So your coordinates for D will be 6, 1. Now you are provided with the coordinates, so just directly find out this is a square or not. How you will find out this is a square or not? By using the property of a square. What is the property of a square? The property of a square is all sides are equal and all diagonals are also equal. See, A is 3, 4, C is 9, 4, B is 6, 7 and D is 6, 1. Or square, this is the property of square. Okay, property of square, all sides are equal and all diagonals are also equal. See, if I make a square over here, A, B, C, D. So your A is 3, 4, B is 6, 7, C is 9, 4 and D is 6, 1. Now go for diagonals. Maximum you can have 2 diagonals, that is AC and BD. If here AB, find out first AB, then find out BC, then CD, then AD. If these 4 sides are coming equal, then go for diagonal. If these sides are not coming equal, then don't find diagonal. Okay, this way you will have your square. And if these sides are coming equal, then find diagonals. If diagonals are also coming equal, then this is your square. You have to do this sum. I am not solving this. Now question number 6 is in your homework. It is of the same type, this sum. Question number 5. It is of the same type. You have to find out which type of quadrilateral it is. Okay, so first find out all the 4 sides. If the sides are coming equal, then go for diagonals and check the properties of square, rectangle, rhombus or parallelogram. Okay, from in question number 6 you will have either square, either it will be a rhombus, rectangle or a parallelogram. You will have these 4 figures. Okay, I am not sure about all the figures, but you will have this square, rhombus, rectangle or parallelogram. Okay, I am not solving, so that is why I didn't know. You have to solve and check either it is a square or rhombus or rectangle or parallelogram. Now question number 7. Mark it as most IMP question. Now find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, -5 and -2, 9. What are you given? What is the value given in the question? That is 2, -5 and -2, 9. So suppose if you have a line segment AB and on that AB you are having your point A and point B, and this point is somewhere here, that is point P x, 0. Now why I had taken point P x, 0? Because see, in your question it is written that the point is on x-axis. When the point is on x-axis, so we are having y coordinate as 0 because there is no direct relation with y, so we will take y coordinate as 0. So your point P will be x, 0 and you have to find this point on equidistant. Okay, so this P is at equal distance, AP and PB. So it is AP is equals to PB. Okay, so you have to apply both the formulas on both the sides. Okay, what is our formula? That is distance formula. You have to find the distance between AP on left hand side and you have to find the distance between PB on right hand side. Okay, so the same formula. See, for AP your points will be this 2, -5 and P x, 0. So this will be your x1, y1 and this will be your x2, y2 for AP. Okay, and when you will find PB, so for PB this will be your points, that is P2, -9 and P x, 0. So this will be your x1, y1 and this will be your x2, y2. Now directly apply the formula under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, which is equals to again the same formula. Now cancel out root and root. We are having x2 minus 2 the whole square plus 0 plus 5 the whole square. See from where these values are coming. So that is x2. x2 is here x minus x1. x1 is here 2 the whole square plus 0. y2 is 0. See y2 is 0. So 0 minus and minus 5. So minus of minus 5 will be plus 5 over here the whole square, which is equals to, now this is for PB. Right hand side is for PB. So apply for PB, that is x2. Again x2 is here x. So x minus of minus 2. It will give you plus 2. So x plus 2 the whole square plus 0. 0 see y2 is 0 again. So 0 minus 9. y1 is 9. So 0 minus 9 the whole square. Now solve this equation, that is x minus 2 the whole square plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 square will be 25, which is equals to x plus 2 the whole square plus 81. Now see, expand this by using a minus b the whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square plus 25. This is a plus b the whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square plus 81. Okay, now x square and x square will get cancelled from both the side. 4 and 4 will also get cancelled. You are left with minus 4x. See, this minus 4x I am shifting to this side. It will be negative. So minus 4x, which is equals to 81 as it is. This 25 I am shifting to right hand side. It will be in negative form. So 81 minus 25. So this minus 4x will become minus 8x, and 81 minus 25 will be 56. So your x will be minus 7 over here. This is the value of your x. So your point is x comma 0, that is p minus 7 comma 0. This is your point. Now question number 8. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points p and q is 10 units. Now see, you are given a line segment p and q. You are provided with the points, that is 2 comma minus 3, and q is 10 comma y. You have to find the distance between this. Now see, the distance is given, but you are not given the y coordinate. Okay, so we have to find this coordinate. How you will find the distance is given to you, that is pq is 10 units between both the points. P is this and q is this. Apply simple distance formula. PQ is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now this is your x1, this is your y1, this is your x2, this is your y2. So apply here. Distance is given to you, that is 10 is equals to under root of, see, x2 is 10 minus x1 is 2, so 10 minus 2 the whole square plus y2 is y minus y1 minus of minus 3, it will be plus 3, so y plus 3 the whole square. See, now we have to take out this root. So squaring on both the sides, when you will square on both the sides, it will give you 100. 100 is equals to 10 minus 2, it is 8, and 8 square will be 64 plus y plus 3 the whole square. Now bring this 64 to this side, it will be 100 minus 64, that is equals to y plus 3 the whole square. 100 minus 64 is 36, that is equals to y plus 3 the whole square. Don't expand this y plus 3, because we will have a perfect square over here, then we will do the square root of this. Okay, so square root on both the sides. So this will be 6, which is equals to plus or minus y plus 3. So 6 is equals to y plus 3 one time, and 6 is equals to minus y plus 3 the other way. See, your 6 will be equals to minus of y plus 3. So when you will open the bracket, it will be minus y minus 3. So this way it will come 6 is equals to minus y minus 3. Now here 6 is equals to y plus 3. So here 6 will be equals to y will be equals to 6 minus 3, that is 3. Now here 6 is equals to minus y minus 3. So here it is minus y is equals to 9. So y will be equals to minus 9. This way you will have two solutions. Now see, question number 9 is also an important question. That is, if q 0, 1 is equidistant from p 5, minus 3 and r x, 6, find the values of x. First you have to find the values of x, and then after finding the value of x, you have to find the distance between qr and pr. Okay, now how to solve this sum? First you are given the points, that is, suppose pr is your line segment and q is equidistant. That means pq will be equals to qr. Okay, equidistant means the point is at equal distance. So PQ is at equal distance from QR. Okay, you are provided with the points, that is 5 minus 3, 0, 1 and x 6. Now PQ will be equals to QR. for PQ, you will have x1, y1 as point P will be your x1, y1 and Q will be your x2, y2. And for QR, point Q will be your x1, y1 and point R will be your x2, y2. Now you are having the formula that is under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Again here it will be under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. But I had not written the root because it will get cancelled from both the sides. Now see, these are having different values. Here for PQ you will have on left hand side that is x2 is 0 minus x1 is 5. So 0 minus 5 the whole square plus y2 for PQ will be 1. Minus of minus 3 it will be plus 3. So 1 plus 3 the whole square. This will give you 25 because 5 square is 25. So 25 plus 1 plus 4 it is 16 because we have to do the square. Okay, so 25 plus 16. Now come to this side, x2 minus x1 the whole square. See, x2 is x over here, so x minus x1 is 0 over here. So x minus 0 the whole square plus y2 is 6 over here. So 6 minus y1 that is 1. So 6 minus 1 the whole square. Now this is x square, 6 minus 1 is 5, so 5 square will be 25. 25 and 25 will cancel from both the side. X square is 16. So x square is 16. When you will take root, you will have x is equals to plus or minus 4. Now you will have two values for x, that is r point will be x comma 6 will be r 4 comma 6 or r minus 4 comma 6. Okay, you will have 2 points because your value for x is both positive and negative. So you have to find out two cases. See, now after finding the value of x, what you have to do? You have to find the distance between QR and PR. So for finding this distance, you will have two cases. Case 1 will be when x is equals to 4 and case 2 will be when x is equals to minus 4. So when your x is equals to 4, find QR and same way find out PR also. Okay, by writing PR is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Find it. Okay, your P point will be 5 minus 3 and your R point will be, in case 1 what you had taken, x is equals to 4, so your R point will be 4 comma 6. So this will be your x1 y1 and this will be your x2 y2. This way you have to find for PR, and when you are finding for case 2, in that also you have to find out PR. So your formula will remain same, that is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. But what will change? So the points will change. For PR your point will be, P will be same, but your R will be different. For case 2 it will be minus 4 comma 6. So this will be your x1 y1 and this will be your x2 y2. So this you are doing. First I had done for you, QR I had done, and PR will be for homework. So this way you have to do. Now this is the end of your exercise and question number 10 is your homework. Okay, question number 10 is easy. You have to only make the relation. See, I am just explaining you what is there in the question, then you have to solve. Find the relation between x and y such that the point x, y is equidistant from the point 3, comma 6 and minus 3, comma 4. C. You have to find the relation between x and y. Suppose you are having this type of line segment AB. So your point A is 3, comma 6 and your point B is minus 3, comma 4, and you have to find a point which is at equidistant. P x, comma y is provided to you. So P x, comma y, this is your point which is at equidistant. Now equidistant means same, so the distance will be same. So you have to find for AP is equals to PB. Same way what you had done in question number 7 of exercise 7.1, same as question number 7. You can refer that question and solve this one.